today I'm reviewing the Cosrx Light Fit Real Water Toner to Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. So this is a newer product from Cosrx. I think it's only available on a few websites. I picked it up at yesstyle.com, which is a company that's got a lot of awesome beauty brands and typically has things on promotions and clearances and does a great job with their shipping. It's really fast. So I picked this up there, and now that I've tried it for several weeks now, I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. And this is meant to be a toner, but also kind of a moisturizing cream. So I'll say I personally don't think it kind of accomplishes both of those, but it kind of does a better job on the moisturizing aspect of it. So the packaging that they've used is very nice. I really like it. It protects the ingredients from exposure to light and air, and it's got a pump top, which is awesome, especially if you use toners. Some of those can be very messy to dispense, so they've done a really nice job packaging this. I love it. I wish all of their products would come in something similar. A lot of their products tend to come in like clear plastic bottles, which aren't always the best, but this is a nice job on their packaging. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured or drying alcohols, so that is a very good thing. It's got a rather short ingredient list. And my third criteria is fragrance, and unfortunately, I don't know, Cosrx used to really be pretty not scented products. This one does have bergamot fruit oil, which is mostly just used for fragrance, and it's a citrus, so it can be sensitizing, and if you have very sensitive skin, you might want to avoid this. The scent is super light, and thankfully it's the very last ingredient on the ingredient list, so that's also nice to see that the good and beneficial ingredients come ahead of the fragrance ingredient. And the scent is rather light, and it dissipates almost immediately, but if you're going to use this in the daytime, I recommend certainly using an SPF as the last step of your routine. A lot of those citrus ingredients that they use typically for fragrance can be sometimes not good, especially if you're in the sun a lot, and it can sometimes make hyperpigmentation and things like that worse. So definitely use a sunscreen if you're going to use this during the day. So and if you have very sensitive skin, it might be a total pass from that ingredient. Seems to have shown up in a lot of Cosrx products as of lately, and a lot of other products. So so it does have a bit of a fragrance. My fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in Korea, so no issues with that. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and so the instructions aren't really super clear. I've been using this on a cotton pad and then just applying it like a toner. But I found it to be more of a moisturizer than toner because it comes out kind of like a gel. So you can use this on a cotton pad, or you can just use this on your hands and apply it over your skin and then pat in to absorb. So it's really not as much of a toner, and it really isn't much of a water. So it's more of a kind of a gel moisturizer is kind of what I would critique it as. But it is pretty light in texture, so it does do a good job. And because of that, I would recommend using it as your first step in your skincare routine. However, if you're into other types of toners, a good one that I really like is the Claire's Supple Preparation Toner. This one has more of a liquidy texture, but is also a little bit thicker than the average water type toner. And this one's got a lot of good beneficial ingredients. And what I like about it is you can get the fragrance-free or unscented version. So if you can't pick the Cosrx one up because it has scent in it, the Claire's is a good one. And another one that's in the same part of the skincare routine is the Snail Bee Essence. I really like this one. It's super good, very nice product. So anyway, so those are a couple other options if you can't pick this up because of the scent or just have questions about the overall texture. So you can see it kind of does disintegrate into kind of a water, but still has a little bit of a gel texture, so it's easy to apply. So so I've been using a cotton pad. However, I'm not exactly sure that that's the most efficient way because a lot of the product does end up going to waste, but it's a nice way to kind of triply cleanse your skin after cleansing. with the cotton pad. So if there's any leftover dirt or makeup or anything like that, it'll wipe off with the cotton pad. So, so pretty easy to use, I guess, once you figure out how you personally like to use it. So my sixth criteria is antioxidants, and this is where I'm a little bit disappointed in this as well. It's got a few. Niacinamide is up there in the ingredient list, and then they also have sea buckthorn in there, which is listed under its name of Hipophae rhamdos. So which is sea buckthorn, which is kind of a bit of a beneficial ingredient that has a little bit of an astringent quality to it because of the makeup of acetic and malic acids. That sea buckthorn also has some good fatty acids and flavonoids in there, which are good beneficial ingredients. Other than that, there's really not a ton of other beneficial ingredients. The first ingredient is water. The second one is seawater. So the first two ingredients are water, which is the same in most products, but you're getting a lot of water and then a few beneficial ingredients, and then other than that, just a lot of other ingredients that kind of are emulsifiers, things that help the product for viscosity, things like that. So for Cosrx, it's not a super long beneficial ingredient list. So that was kind of the other disappointing part of that, was just seeing how few beneficial ingredients there were in there. So if you're really looking for a toner that's full of them, the Claire's one is great. So my seventh criteria is animal testing, and it's always comes up whenever I review Cosrx that, information changes daily in terms of that. Basically, I assess that they are cruelty-free. However, things change so often, and every time I Google search Cosrx cruelty-free, something new comes up. So I'm going to make the assessment that they are cruelty-free, but if you have any information or links, send them to me, because a lot of that information seems to change frequently. So, and I think the last time I reviewed a Cosrx product was about a month ago, and even since then, new information has come up. So overall, I'm going to make the assessment that they are cruelty-free, but I'm hoping more and more companies are going towards that angle and not away from it. So my eighth criteria is performance, and I think it performs nicely. It definitely leaves skin feeling more hydrated than it does without it. Although I'm not exactly 100% certain where this fits in everyone's skincare routine, because everyone's skincare routine is different. You always want to use things in terms of texture, lightest or most liquidy to the thickest. So, and this one is always kind of a little bit tricky because it is something that kind of starts out as a gel and kind of dissipates into water, kind of. So, but overall, you're going to want to use this earlier in your routine unless you use another essence or pure water toner. So, but it definitely leaves your skin feeling nice and light and not overly hydrated. So if you have oily skin, I could see how you could appreciate this. And those of us with drier skin would also like this because it is lightly hydrating as long as you're following up with other moisturizers. I wouldn't recommend using this as both a toner and a moisturizer. Your skin needs a lot more than this one can solely offer. So my ninth criteria is price, and this is the full size, which is 4.39 ounces, and it sells for $21, so it's pretty affordable, I want to say. Although for the ingredient list, there's a lot of other drugstore type products that offer similar ingredients and are a little bit more affordable, but overall it's not ridiculously expensive. So, and then my 10th criteria is the it factor, and I know it's got a nice texture, kind of a ho-hum formula though. Sensitive skin probably cannot use this because of the inclusion of the bergamot oil, and then first two ingredients being two different types of water is kind of depressing, and then more antioxidants would have been better. So overall, it's an okay product. It got a 7 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale, which is still pretty good. So, but I would have liked to see a few more beneficial ingredients thrown in there. But overall, it's kind of a unique, different product. And if you kind of have oily skin but aren't very sensitive to it, you'll probably enjoy the texture of this as well. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this out yet or not. And if you have, what your thoughts are, or if you've tried any of the other Cosrx products, what do you like and how do you use them? So definitely leave a comment. They've come out with some new products lately, and I've got more to review from the brand as well. So definitely stay tuned for that, and leave a comment. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.